Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel, and this is going to be another story time for you. Okay? Now, this story time happened when I lived in Seattle. I moved to Seattle from Oklahoma around 1999, at the end of 1999. Um, when Prince was at his heyday, he was at his heights. Everybody thought the world was going to end because of computers. They thought it was going to shut down. They thought the whole world was going to end in 1999. And yep, it was at the end of 1999 that that I moved to Seattle. Okay, I made that move. All right. Now, this was in the first year of me living in Seattle. I was at, I believe it was called Park Ave, First and Park Ave. And they had these weekly, I think you pay them every 2 weeks or every week, these hotels. All right. And they really were small. They were almost like efficiencies, studios, but they came with a bed and everything you need. So it was really kind of cool. Okay. Um, One of my friends at that time, we're no longer friends, but at that time, we call him Mr. B. He would always make jokes and say, "Hey, dog, don't get lost in that apartment," because it was like a little studio thing. It was pretty small, but hey, I was cool with it. The price was right, no roaches, no bugs. It was nice, all bills paid. It hit the spot. Well, one day I'm going out, right, to mail a letter, right? And actually, a lot of letters. So we had a mailbox across the street. So I'm walking across the street to the mailbox. I don't know if I already told y'all this story, but I have new subscribers. So I'm walking across the street to the mailbox, right? I go over there, and what do I see? Beautiful blue mailbox. I know what I'm talking about. So I go over there, and I didn't know when the last pickup was. So it was some stuff over the actual, like it was some tape and stuff over the uh, time. So I'm kind of moving it, trying to see when the last pickup was. Finally, I moved it, saw what the last pickup was, and then I threw my mail in, right? So I walk across the street. As I'm in the middle of the street, here jumps out a undercover cop. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hold it! Don't you go! Don't move! Don't move! You know how police, y'all seen those shows, because it's all about authority, trying to take control of the situation, blah blah blah, trying to be the alpha in that situation. And, oh, don't move! Don't move! What are you doing, man? And I had my hands in my pocket, right, in my coat. Oh, move your hands out of your, move your hands out of your coat. Move your hands out of your coat. All right, move them. Let's see them. Let's see those hands. What you doing? What you doing? I'm like, and I'm startled, right? I'm shocked. I'm like, and I had just here, moved to Seattle from Oklahoma. So I already going through the culture shock already. And so I moved my hands. I said, look, I ain't got nothing, man. You know? And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm mailing the freaking letter. Why you messing around with that thing? And I was like, what thing? What are you talking about? Why you move the tape? And then I realized it was a mistaken identity. He thought they had set up a sting or something. These idiots, and not all cops are idiots, but these idiots had decided to put a code or whatever uh, over the time on a public mailbox. Okay, you know, those big blue ones, yeah. They decided to put some secret code that they were trying to set up to catch somebody over the time. On the, it's like, y'all freaking idiots. That was the dumbest thing. Freaking idiots. Okay? So, and I know what you're thinking before you even, I know what you're thinking. Well, Dalton, you know, you probably thought it was a race thing. No, no, no. This wannabe alpha guy, yeah, he was a brother. This undercover cop, he was a brother. Yeah. One that apparently created this beautiful idea of putting some code, gang code or something on a piece of paper and taping it over the time, pickup time on a public mailbox. Oh yeah, he's genius, yeah. And talking about a man with a short man complex, oh yeah. And this before I even had my Bachelor in Science. I think it was also before I had my AA, my Bachelor in Science in Crime Analysis, or my AA in Criminal Justice. You know, I was just moving in, getting ready to go to school up in Seattle. So, but yeah, that happened. And that's a situation that could have gone horribly wrong, not because of me, because the attitude, the ego of the law enforcement that was there in Seattle at that time. And also kind of like the situation right now with recently happened. You do have some people in the military, some people who are in police force that are Afro-American or any race. Because I've heard Asian people having to deal with Asian police officers that forgot that they were even Asian. But you know, you can have this happen. And a lot of times it's kind of like, believe it or not, in the Afro-American race, there's people who believe they're better than the average black person. They think they are here, they're black and they're here, where you're Afro-American and you're down here. I literally had a friend of mine, his name was Will, one time. My mom asked him, said, "Well, what are your family gonna have for Christmas dinner? You know, and are you gonna have turkey and dressing, ham? Are you gonna have chitlins?" And he looked at my mom and said, "Chitlins?" He says, "Oh no, Miss Mabel, we're not that black." Now he was black enough to set his black butt down on my mom's table and instead of getting a hotel, staying in her house and blowing up her tallest dude, but all of a sudden he's not that black. But there's just Afro-Americans that do have that attitude, that they get so caught up in stuff that law enforcement, military, not just Afro-American, Latin too, you know, oh no, we're not like them. We're above them. Okay. Yeah, that's my race, but we're above them. Okay. Well, that's my story I have for you when I lived in Seattle. And I had just moved there and all that stuff happened. But I ended up staying in Seattle about six and a half years. All right. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about that. And I guess I'll wrap to y'all later. Subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. All right. And if you like to, comment. And I'll wrap to y'all later. Peace.